Herc, we start with some shocking news out of the Copa MX. Chivas eliminated by Dorados of Sinaloa in the round of 16 via a penalty shootout. Of course, Sinaloa plays in the Ascenso division, the second tier of Mexican football. Now, Herc, I'm not one to put a lot of weight in the Mexican Cup. It's never really meant a lot for me. But just how big of a deal is this Chivas going out in the round of 16?
Okay, I know you want to say it, so go ahead and say it. Fracaso. Go ahead and say it. Fracaso. You can say it.
Oh, no. No. Fracaso is too light. Humiliation is what happened last night. Fracaso gets thrown around every week in Mexican soccer. Humiliation.
Yeah, you're right about that word being thrown around so easily, and you're also right about the humiliating part of this. What makes it more humiliating isn't that they lost to a second division team. It was at for the first time this season, for the first time since this Equipazo Chivas Galácticas 2.0 started this season, they've had almost all los refuerzos, all their guys who came in, all the big signings play. You had Madueña, you had Calderón, you had Vázquez, you had Angulo, and you had Antuna. The only one you didn't have is JJ Macías because he is injured along with Alexis Vega, and that's probably a big reason why you couldn't win this match. That said, all that money, those $40 million plus, down the drain versus Dorados de Sinaloa, versus the team that Diego Armando Maradona built. I don't care how you spin it, it's a fracaso. And you can say, hey, this is the only loss in 6 games that they've played. Okay, who have they played? They haven't really played it. Necaxa, with all due respect. Bravos, with all due respect. Toluca, with all due respect. This has to be better from this Chivas squad. Now, the first thing, and you reminded me of this last time we did this, that Ricardo Pelayas said, is la prioridad. The priority is la Copa, is this cup. They're out in the first game. They're out in the first series. This is a Chivas team that hasn't inspired. This is a Chivas team that's gone, I don't know how long, 5 seasons without a playoff berth. This
Correct.
is a Chivas team that is finally spending. Now, you spend the dollars and you give the players a chance. At some point, these players have to respond. You could easily say, this is Antena. This is on the coach. The coach doesn't play. This is on Ricardo. This is on Pelayas. He gave you an opportunity to come. So at some point, the players have to look at themselves. At some point, they have to say, we didn't do enough. Because this Chivas team against un equipo de descenso, and it's a very good team, Dorados, it's fine. They've been knocking at the doorstep trying to get in the first division. But this is still a second division team. No matter how you spin it, this is humiliating.
That's why I used the word humiliation. On top of that, the image of the game is Ricardo Pelayas, who's a super well-respected personnel guy and former player in Mexican soccer who built America, who built Cruz Azul to a final, who now is in charge of Chivas. He's praying on camera to win against a second-tier team. Chivas has replaced Cruz Azul as the king of the meme last night. Herculez, is this a crisis for Chivas?
Well, Ricardo Pelayas praying, that's something he does before every game. I'm sure they took a snapshot of that moment, and they made it bigger than it was. But you're absolutely right. Ricardo is also under pressure because those America days are long gone. Those days where it didn't matter who was coaching, they would win a championship, they're out the window. Cruz Azul, now Chivas are in his resume. He didn't have the benefit of that wallet in America. He didn't have the benefit of the foreigners like he had in Cruz Azul. This is a different animal for Ricardo Pelayas. He's behind the 8 ball. They really need to make playoffs. That's the bare minimum for me because I don't think this team is built to be a championship team. This 2.0 Galácticos, it's not for me.
Well, you said it. Pelayas' first soundbite as he came in was our first objective is the Copa MX. They go out in the round of 16. And that schedule's not going to get easier, Herc. I'll leave Chivas fans with this. After they play Atlético San Luis on Friday, away to Tigres, home against Cruz Azul, away against Xolos, not an easy place to play. They have León at home, and then the Clásico Tapatío against Atlas.
JJ Macías. Without JJ Macías and Alexis Vega, we don't know for how long. This is dangerous.
Luis Fernando Tena, maybe not on the hot seat yet, but he may be before long.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.